My collective is a little bit of a mess right now. I'm filming this after the last reading, but this is a different message, another collective one. This is a love message here. Long story short, somebody wants to fix a relationship between you guys, a connection. I feel like somebody wants to redeem themselves. They could feel very lonely, depressed, guilty, confused, alone, lonely. Okay, this person here could be somebody from your past. I'm talking about way back or recent past. Make it make sense to you. Okay. For the longest time, I feel like this person was trying to be in denial of the connection, of how they were feeling for you, but somehow they're like on go mode right now. I don't know if it's because of the Mercury retrograde, planetary system, this fucking depression, dark night of the soul. I don't know, but somebody is having like an epiphany of like, I need to fix something with collective. Okay, you could be this energy, they could be in this energy. This could be masculine and feminine, making make sense. Twin flame, soulmate, karmic. Okay, I say this to say this person feels like if they don't mend it with you, they're gonna regret this for the rest of their life. Okay, now again, they could have been in denial of what they felt for you, but they can't be in denial anymore. I feel like somebody's about to explode because of how they feel. I'm getting two scenarios. Either they need to come clean when it comes to you, like the guilt because they're getting married, or they are married and the ghost of you or the memories of you still haunts them. So this could be for people where you're dealing with soulmates that are already married, or they're getting married and they need to kind of clear the air with you before they continue, because somehow not having unfinished business with you is a blockage when it comes to their marriage or soon to be partner. Okay, for half of you guys is in this situation where it's like they want to clear things with you because you are their spouse. Okay, so I'm gonna divide it into two categories. So we're gonna start first with you are dealing with a soulmate that is already married or is about to get married, and they want to clear the air with you because you're still haunting them. The energy the song I'm thinking of is this one by Fleetwood Mac, Silver Springs. Okay, so that song. Okay, you're still haunting this person whether they're married or about to get married. Okay, so we're gonna pull some cards. Now be a little bit careful, because I also feel in the same breath. Yes, I'm a psychic, I'm an intuitive, all that. As much as I do love and light messages, there are also messages that come through that is not according to balance. Okay, the energy, the ghost of you, then wanting to clear the air. For some of you guys, it could lead to infidelity. I'm gonna be so honest that some of you guys might get down the line of being with somebody that is married or is about to get married. Okay, because it's something where like if you guys mend whatever unfinished bitch. I don't know what it is. I don't know if they did something and then 10 years later, 20 years later, 50 years later, they're like, I need to talk to you, collective, to clear it up, because it's still on my mind. I can't get it. Just like this song, okay? If I'm not mistaken, the artists in this band were all dealing with each other, and Sydney could also be relevant, but Lindsay and, oh my god, what's her name? But Sydney, Australia could be relevant as well. I know they were American. It's an American band, but Lindsay and Stevie. So people used to say that they always had something for each other, and they recently got together, and their situationship lasted for 60 years. Okay, for some of you guys, it is that type of situation where it's like this masculine or feminine, but I kind of feel like it's a masculine and male that wants to kind of resolve something. Okay, they do have a fear of the past coming up but the past in the sense of past wounds, okay? But they know they have to fix things with you because they will not have peace in this marriage they're in. I'm gonna be 1000, or their soon to be marriage, okay? And I kind of feel like, just like how Lindsay, the masculine in this band, didn't want to deal with Stevie, the feminine in the band, because, well, they were just a situationship. But she said, and it still holds up to this day, no matter what it is, no matter how long it takes, I'm gonna still be on your mind, in your frequency, and you will never get away. And I feel like that's what's symbolic between you guys. It may lead to infidelity. I read like 2 weeks ago that the artist that had a situationship for 60 years, even though they had kids and marriages, they still reconnected. And it's not for the band. Okay? The love never went away. It's still there. And this is why I say that some of you guys will trickle down into the abyss of infidelity. And before they get married, or if they're already married. Okay? That's the message. So we're gonna sorry that I'm like taking so long to explain. We got this card here. 30 could be relevant. 30 years. You are 30 years of age. Your person, maybe something happened on the 30th. Maybe it was the infidelity, the confession, the reaching out. Okay? There's definitely going to be a rendezvous, a sexual one. Could also be like the sex is something that never really left their mind, even if it was 10 years ago, 30 years ago. Now, that's kind of crazy. But I say this to say, you're haunting them. 28, the man with the rose. You're going to get an offer. And the offer is one of reconciliation, and it's one of rendezvousing. I feel sorry for whomever they're with or about to be. Now, will they choose you over the other person? Okay, because this is still part one. For some of you guys, they kind of just need a fix, to be quite honest. It's like they need to get a dopamine. I feel like they have an addiction to you. Okay, they're addicted to your energy. They could also be addicted to your sex. This might be long term. This might be temporarily. This might be a one-time fix. This might be a situation where it's going to be behind the scenes, and therefore you're going to be the side chick. For some of you guys, it's giving that. Okay? If you resonate with the Lindsay and the Stevie characters of this band, you know what I'm talking about. Okay? How are they feeling for you right now? I kind of feel like somebody's also in regret of not choosing you, but they can't really up and divorce whomever. Messy. All right. Listen, they want to work in this relationship because they never got over you. Whether they married somebody else, whether they're about to get engaged. I'm also getting the energy of, forgive me, but like, they proposed, you rejected, the next person accepted their offer. If they see you, think about you, reach out to you, they know for a fact that they made the wrong choice. If I'm gonna be honest, okay? So that is for you guys. I don't know how you're gonna navigate that, but let's pull some other cards and go to part 2 of this message, okay? Yeah, this person's gonna take a chance. They feel like your love is driving them crazy. They feel like you're the one that has their heart, and you're the one that they have this undeniable, undescribable passion with, connection with. Even if it was just sexual, somehow it's better than the other person. If it's the passion, it's better. If it's love, it's better. Or, like I said, for some of you guys, infidelity will take place. The marriage, whomever they're with, will be broken off. And if it's not broken off, they will still be thinking about you. What did they proceed to go with other people? Some of you guys, side chicks, side partners, will be relevant in this connection, and that may or may not be you. Okay, now obviously you have a choice to participate because it takes two to tango. Let's move on to category number category number 2. Whereas this person want to clear the air with you guys because they also feel haunted by you, but the reason why they're doing so is because they want to marry you. You are their spouse, you are their partner. This is not they're with somebody else and they also want to deal with you in the same breath. This is more so they want to deal with you before somebody else picks you up. And I also want to see in the same accordance, if you're with somebody else, this person, doesn't matter what they are to you, if you need them to be the side dude or side chick, in this case, the side dude, the other guy, they will, okay? They will. There's some sort of force field of connections between you guys, okay? It's giving one of those, like the song says. Let's play it again. I'm the woman that loves you. That's what this song is giving, okay? Okay? And this is from the male perspective here. But like I said, make it make sense. It's a great song though. I will say that though. Yeah. So, hey. A lot of them, the reason I felt like they had like a long time to process and to reflect. Some of them are connecting with their spirit team, their ancestors, on how to go about to like reach out to you. I feel like for some, them getting into spirituality or connection with their ancestors, they could have saw like a message in relation to this connection, and it reminded them of what you guys had. Okay, so for instance, like maybe if it's just like a fling, or you guys were together for 5 years or 2 years, right? And they all of a sudden start to meditate or pray or heal, and they think about you. And this is why they want to reach out to you and kind of fix anything that is unfinished. And the reality of it all is that they never really got over you. They kept on being in denial of they don't want to be with you, they don't really like you. But then all of a sudden, through this healing work or spiritual work or just time apart, this denial, it was nothing, we're just friends, or it was just a small thing, or it was forever and a day, the whole entire time collective, you were always on their mind. You were always the one that had their heart, or you were always the vision in terms of a real connection or a long-term connection. Again, as reference, I'm thinking of the series, The Summer I Turned Pretty. You know, a very pop culture moment right now. So in this series, or the whatever books, Belly, she marries the brother. She dated him for 4 years. Before that guy, she dated the older brother for like a few months, right? When they were younger. Mind you, she had a long relationship with the younger brother, Jeremiah, for 4 years, consistently for 4 years. The older brother was her first love, on and off for a long time, but she already had a crush. Eventually, it turned out he also had a crush on her, but they couldn't really get together on proper terms because a lot of experiences, trauma took place. He lost his mother, etc., and so on. Now, I say this to say, even with the 4 years and the feminine dating the brother, she still had a connection with the older brother because it was her first love. Mind you, 4 years didn't equate to that 4 months or whatever, how many months they were together, which made her leave the 4-year relationship for the short-term relationship because her heart was never really with the person she spent 4 years together with. Because I'm getting that type of energy. And this could go back to what I said with the first group, where it's like, you could have been the person that married the person that wasn't the first love, right? It wasn't the passionate connection, was the wrong person, right timing. You married that person and you settled. It was comfortable, it was safe, and it was stress-free, drama-free. The person that you had this hectic connection with, all of a sudden it's like, I want to come and talk to you. I need to clear something up. I feel bad. You guys do so. That spark never left. I'm getting that type of energy. Now, I said this for group number 2, if that makes sense, because we already left. I'm going to tell you this, group number 1, guys. The infidelity will take place in some way or form. I kid you not, okay? My group number 2, though, this is for you guys where they're not with somebody and they're coming towards you, making sure that you will be there forever after. Now, I will say infidelity will take place if you are with somebody. So I guess regardless, whether you're with somebody or not, there's going to be some cheating involved in here. And there's going to be side pieces and affairs. Okay? But a lot of you guys have a spiritual connection, have a, what's the name of it? A star seed, galactic, universal, reincarnated type of connection, okay? Like a real life, when people are talking about past life, you guys have that. So group number 2, I say this to say, this is the energy here. They were in denial of how they felt. They were trying to push it away, and they can't push it away anymore. They want to work in this relationship, and they want to, they want to put a ring on it. They want to make this long term, or you guys are going to get married. I don't know how you're going to feel about this. You might be upset, collective, okay? Because there's so much happening, and it might be too fast and too hectic. The thing is they're willing to take on whatever obstacle. This is for group number 2. But you might feel indifferent. You might be like, well, why now? Or why all of a sudden? Like, it doesn't make sense. But a lot of them have meditated. They have contacted their spirit team. A lot of them probably tried in the past to be like, let me make an effort. Let me reach out. Let me do something. But because of circumstances and time and maybe anxiety and depression, because of the guilt and whatever the case may be, was a blockage for their forward movement, okay? Now they're seeing things on a bigger scale, and I also feel like they have better type of like self-esteem to take action. Okay, I feel like they're less bruised. There's less pain. Maybe they were in pain and they couldn't really take action on how they wanted to do so. For a lot of you guys, money was a factor in their forward movement when it came to you guys' legacy, being stable, mentally stable, physically stable, financially stable. Anything else? I don't know, something about Legos. Yeah, something about Legos is relevant. Maybe somebody's from Denmark. That's where Legos were. Or maybe somebody's a nerd. Or they hyperfixate on a lot of things. Or maybe somebody wants to build something with you, okay? So we got a photograph. This person is very nostalgic. Every time they see something, maybe Legos is something that you guys used to do together, familiar with, that was your thing, that's their thing, okay? They miss you a lot. They look at your photos and get very nostalgic, okay? And they're like, their only wish and hope is for you guys to mend things, for you to overcome, right? For you guys to rise above. There's also a lot of passion between you guys, a lot of fun. They miss that. They get nostalgic about that a lot, okay? Now we got this card here. This is for a narcissistic, empathic card, as you guys can see. It is also when somebody needs to be smart to not be played or used, because it tends to happen with empaths and narcissistic people, or narcissistic people that have manipulative, gaslighting ways, okay? For instance, one person was given too much and another person was taking too much, okay? That could be the dynamic of your guys' relationship. Maybe in the past they want to change that. I do feel like if you recognize the person being a narcissist, as in you were given too much, they were taking from you, I don't think you guys will end up in this happily ever after. I think you're gonna hear them out for what they need to say, but for you guys to put a ring on it or accept the ring, I think you're gonna reject that offer. And dare I say, that would be their karma. If they fucked you up in some way or form and they still want to get rid of that guilt, I don't feel like a ring will fix it, let alone a marriage, okay? Now, for some of you guys, it was not that crazy. They were not a narcissistic person that took advantage of your energy and, made you feel fucked up for years and years. And now that, life has come to a few years, they want to bring some light to the situation. It's not going to be a rejection. I do feel like you're going to be open to accept this proposal or ring. Okay, but for some of you guys, you're going to be like, no, I'm glad that they express themselves, but you're too healed to deal with their narcissistic self. Even if they have changed, I feel like you're going to be in a different place, okay? Okay? And I think that's why you're going to be like, you know what? No, this is not going to be a put a ring on it and we're going to get back together like that. I feel like you might just hear them out and that's it. Because your boundaries is very high. Now, if they're a real life narcissist, a real life gaslighter, you need to fucking run. Because I feel like the running part is like a predatory game to them, if I'm gonna be honest. Like if they can't have you, the more they want you. So for a lot of you guys, if you recognize narcissistic traits with this person that's coming back and want to make amends, and either you're with somebody or not, but they are not, but they're coming in with I want to work in this relationship. It could lead to something sexual. Let me put a ring on it. Let's get married. But they are narcissistic or have been narcissistic in the past, I think you need to have boundaries, or maybe even a restraining order, because some of you guys will be in relationships, or you're going to reject the offer, and if they're really a narcissist, it's going to trigger something within them where it's like they will keep tracking you to see if they can get back in your good graces, if I'm going to be honest. Okay, make it make sense. Okay, let's continue. For a lot of you, yes, this person has been thinking a lot. This soulmate, this masculine soulmate, has been really in their head when it comes to you, playing events, thinking about what I could have, should have done, or what I could have, should have do. I will say that they will take immense though, but it's different energies for different people here, in terms of messages. Make it make sense. But I will say this though, they have done their work. And some of you guys are going to be, I will say this though, overall, there's going to be a forgiving nature. There's going to be grace. Just because you forgive somebody doesn't mean that you need to get back together. And some of them will respect that, and that's going to be their karma, whereas like they can't be with you ever again. And that one time was that one time only, right? Or it's going to be in the sense of like they won't clock it, and they're going to be on some Freddy Krueger, Van Helsing energy, where it's like, if I can't have you, nobody can. And it's like, I know you still want me, I know we still have this connection. Meanwhile, you're in a relationship, you are fucking married, or you just don't want them, and they're going to try to find a way for you to kind of like make them want them, or make you want them at some point. Okay, some of you guys are dealing with a little bit of unhinged individual. I'm gonna give it 1,000. So use your discernment. Use your discernment. Okay, that's all I gotta say on that note. Anything else for collective? We got this one here. Yeah, your masculines, karmic soulmates, twin flames, they're very calculating, and some of them, they know how to charm you. They're very charming. Some of them are also very manipulative. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, there is very much like, we're going in the same line. And listen, you're here, they're like, let me take a detour to your door so I can meet you halfway, or meet you where you are, which is this. This is my union card, my relationship card, my love, my twin flame, my divine counterpart. Okay, listen, this is you. Where the light is, they're like, let me just, because keep in mind, this is where you guys initially, the separation here was inevitable. Okay, like I said, it's been years, some more than others in terms of the years, right? So them reaching out, coming back into your life, I don't feel like it's going to be a shock for those that can feel energy. But for a lot of you guys, you're going to be like, that was ages ago. Why are you here? Like, it doesn't make, logically, you're going to be like, that was ages ago. Okay? But again, they're in the space now of healing. They're in the space of like, I fucking get it now. Keep in mind, if you're open to it, if you're here for it, whether it's temporarily or that one time, then so be it. But some of them don't know what a fucking no is, don't know what a boundary is. Listen, you give them a little bit of a taste, they will try to get into the same door, the same path, the same destiny as you, so you guys can end up here. I kid you not. Okay, this is somebody's plan, this is somebody's vision, and there's no such thing as giving up. I feel this heavy. I kid you not. Like, somebody is very determined, very resilient, very persistent. Okay? But again, a lot of you guys already know what's up. So there we go. Anything else we collected? We're about to wrap it up though. I think we're good to go. We got Celtic here. Some of you guys could be traveling right now. You could be in Europe. You could be European. You could connect with your ancestors. Maybe you have Celtic ancestors. Maybe you're connecting with nature, right? Grounding is a very good thing to do right now. Numbers wise, that's relevant. If not, we're gonna leave it as such. Okay, so we got number 4 could be relevant, number 16th, number 10. July 16th is relevant for somebody specific. Okay, in terms of the numbers on the card, think hours, days, weeks, months. Okay, hey, years, since I mentioned years before. So yeah, July 16th, why is it so relevant? This could be this year, or this could be 2026. So we got this one here. Number 14 could be relevant. Number 20. So basically, on July 16th, there was a major transition for you or this person. I'm getting like a milestone, like from young adult to adulthood. Or this is like when I first moved in, moved out, got my first car, my house, first sexual relationship. Something is very like groundbreaking. Something happened on the 16th of July. I was very life altering. Okay, I feel like it did a 360 literally, where it's like it changed the trajectory of your life or of yourself. Or of this person. Okay, that is relevant for somebody. I think we're about to wrap it. Is there anything else? I think we're about to wrap it up. My phone is about to say sayonara anyway, so I think we gotta wrap it up regardless. So yeah, something about feeling not in their power, feeling weak. Okay, we got the 3 of clubs here. Somebody is like in their head feeling like they're not good enough, feeling weak, feeling like you're in their power or they're not in their power, or wanting to be with you because they feel empowered being with you. Maybe they see you guys as being like a it couple, a power couple. That could be relevant. But I'm also tuning into somebody not feeling adequate. So be with you, they feel adequate. Okay, they feel good enough, because everybody else has treated them like shit. Now this, again, make it make sense, okay? Because I'm tuning in for different people, hence the category 1 and category 2. But yeah, that's all from me, from Bika Oracles, your daily psychic, your hourly psychic of it all. And on that note, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, for a lot of messages. For those that celebrated, happy Halloween. I think Dios los muertes. Make it make sense. Yeah, peace out.